everybody, it's Shelly from Latasia. And I'm asked this question all the time. Shelly, with all of the direct sales companies out there, why did you pick Latasia? So I'm going to try to give you a good answer for that. Hopefully you'll like it. I'm going to give you some of the normal reasons why I chose Latasia, but at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you the real reason why I chose Latasia. First of all, I'm going to be honest with you. I swore I would never, ever, ever be a jewelry lady. Okay, I've been to a million home shows. I swore I was never going to be one of those consultants. I'd look at her and I'd go, oh my gosh, why can't she get a real job? Never took her seriously at all, right? So, I thought, never in a lifetime. So to make a long story short, not to bore you with the details, my life was complicated and I needed cash and I needed it fast. So I had to sell something. I didn't know what, but I was going to sell something. And so it made a lot of sense to me for jewelry. There's a lot of companies out there, but jewelry was a really good option for me because I wore it all the time. I love it. I love to dress up my outfits with jewelry. So it made a lot of sense to me. Now, you might be saying that, I don't like jewelry so much. Well, then you know what? There's a lot of companies out there, and you've got to choose what you're going to be passionate about. If you're looking at direct sales or party plan at all, I think you're doing yourself a huge favor and your family a huge favor just by getting started. But you definitely want to find the right fit for you. It didn't cost a whole lot for me to get started. I didn't have a lot of money to get started, so I surely didn't, I didn't want to have to spend a lot to get started. And so I chose to get started for less than $300. I got about $1,500 worth of product. I made all of that money back within my first couple of shows. So it's really no biggie, right? And then, because I was working consistently doing shows, I earned a bunch of free product to put into my kit to start building my kit. I never had to go out there and buy a bunch of samples or anything like that. Another thing that was really important to me is a price point of our product. The economy was kind of slim, so nobody wanted to spend a whole lot of money on product. So I believe our line had a very middle price, middle of the road pricing structure. But with our guest buying program, it just gave everybody so much bang for their buck. Because our guest buying program is if you buy 3 items, you get the most expensive item at 50% off. So, with, 300-400 items in our catalog, all under $50, the majority of them priced between $29 and $49, they could get 3 items for, less than $50. That's pretty cool. So I really, really like that. Another thing that was really important was, what happens if this product, broke, or somebody didn't like it, or it didn't fit, or they wore it for 2 months and then it started to tarnish. Well, Latasia has a lifetime warranty, and all of that is covered under our warranty. And so I wanted to be able to go to bed at night knowing that my customers were going to be happy, and not just happy for 60 days, but happy for a lifetime. So that warranty was really very, very important to me. And then, did I have to, buy a bunch of product to remain active every month? No, there weren't any quotas or anything like that. If I wanted to dabble, I could dabble. If I wanted to be a dynamo, I could be a dynamo. So, I want to make a little money, I work a little. I want to make a lot of money, I work a lot. So all of those things were really important. And then, I started thinking, okay, who am I going to have to compete against? Competing against other jewelry companies is one thing. You're selling you, and if people like you, it doesn't matter about, all of the other jewelry companies out there. But I didn't want to have to compete against a bunch of people from the same company. So you would truly, truly be one of less than 2,000 consultants nationwide. And we're also in Canada as well. So you truly, as cliche as it sounds, it is a ground floor opportunity. And if you want to open up an area, the sky is the limit. We would help you do that. Which brings me to our training. We have an incredible training program. We have a proven track record of getting people off to a successful start. What's that mean? Successful start. That means you got cash in your pocket right away. And we're going to help you do that as well. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I've got to use my notes here. Well, no fees, right? Let's talk about the fees. We don't have a bunch of like hidden fees. Oh gosh, I can't even go there yet because that's at the end. I'm going to tell you, remember, at the end I'm going to tell you the real reason I picked Latasia. Okay, here's the thing. Enough of the fluff. The bottom line is, guys, is that all of the other jewelry companies out there, they're great. They have a great product. They have great programs and all of that kind of stuff. Our hostess program, I forgot to tell you this, our hostess program truly, oh my gosh, it is one of the best. And I'm never going to say it is the best because I haven't checked all of the direct sales companies out there, but I have really looked at the jewelry companies' hostess benefits. And I don't think anybody can touch our hostess benefits. And when Latasia throws one of these crazy double hostess credits out there for us to use, it's unbelievable. My last party shared $1,017 in free products. So even with a regular month of hostess credits, she still would have earned over $500. So that was really important. But, you know, what I was going to say is all of the companies out there can boast a lot of this stuff that I'm telling you. They've got a great hostess program, and they've got, you know, a great warranty, and, you know, this ground floor. Everybody will do that. So I really recommend that you do your research and really dig into some of those questions. But I told you I was going to tell you the real reason I picked Latasia. And, you know, I got to be honest with you. My time is valuable. And, you know, I needed money, and I needed to make the most money for my time and effort. So there's a lot of companies out there that will tell you, Shelly, we make 50% and you only make 40. Well, what I'm here to tell you is, no, you don't. You don't make 50% because, let me tell you, one of the things you have to check is, are there any fees? You know, are there credit card processing fees? Do they charge you to do that? Do you have to go, get your own service to process your credit card? What about your hostess benefits? Do you have to pay for part of those benefits? And I got to be honest with you, I didn't know that even happened, but I was looking at one company where if somebody earned $100 worth of free product, the consultant had to pay $50 of it. That's crazy. So even though they made 50% at the get-go, they had a lot of stuff coming off of that. So let me just tell you, I was being forced into going either retail, or I might have even had to go out and flip some hamburgers, right? And so the way that I played this out in my head was, if I had to go flip hamburgers and Wendy's was going to pay me $10 an hour and McDonald's was going to pay me $15 an hour, you can betcha that I would be flipping hamburgers at McDonald's, making the most for my money, right? And, sidebar, I don't know what they pay, but just for numbers' sake, that was my example. But here's the thing. When you compare compensation plans, it doesn't matter if you make 40 or 50%. When you start building a team of people, that's where bigger money comes in this business. And when I narrowed it down to the final 3 companies, and the other 2 boasted the 50% profit, Latasia made almost 3 times. With Latasia, I would have made 3 times the amount of some of these other companies out there. So that's the real reason I picked Latasia. The products are great, the hostess program's great, the company's great, the people that I work with are incredible, and that's true in most companies. But I got to be honest with you, I did it because I wanted to make the most money. So I can prove it to you. All you have to do is you contact me at my website. All of the information is after this video, and hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight as to why I chose Latasia.